Hey folks, Mr. Justin here with Secret Weapon Miniatures, and well, I keep wanting to say another Workbench Wednesday, but of course it's not Workbench Wednesday. Everything is different now. In this case, I'm here for our live session on the new HD bases that we have going on Kickstarter right now. I have a lot of them. So many bases. And today I'll mention this a few times as we get going here, because I know we're going to have more folks coming in as well. But I want to say we're going to have an opportunity today live to name at least 3 of these themes. We have 9 themes in prototyping now, looking for names, and I have previews here today. Eric and Tom have really been busting butt to make sure that you guys got some of the themes that you've been asking for. Yes, that's right. We're listening to you. We're doing all of this work on the fly as it goes. These are entirely new designs that did not exist when we launched. So yeah, we're going to have snow for you, jungle for you, and dungeon for you. And I'm excited to show those off and then name them. In fact, why don't I show them off now? And let me go ahead and add my microphone to this so that it works a bit more effectively. All right, so this is the yet to be named dungeon theme that we'll be naming later. And that's, yeah, I couldn't believe the preview. I'm very happy. Snow. Oh, where is jungle? Well, I'll find out where jungle went. Oh, it's so little. Well, that's not going to do you much good, so we'll find a better image for that and stick to dungeon and snow for now. So, going to be showing off the bases today. In between doing that and answering your questions, anything that folks want to know about these, anything they want to see demonstrated, it doesn't matter if we've got another video out there. I am here today to take care of whatever you need. Make sure I'm on my multi-stream chat now. All right, there we go. Oh, so let's see. Well, these are the things that are up now, of course. Infinite Circuit. Oh, hey, look at that. I might as well put her on split for you. Oh, hey, we've got family coming in. Thanks for bringing the phone back, kid.
Papa, can I show you your...
Not right now, buddy. We're actually doing the live broadcast right now.
This is
Say
quick.
hi, everybody.
Seamus, not right now with the Pokemon.
James, give Papa
Dude.
his phone because he was
Dude.
getting messages.
Thank you.
Come on, show him later.
Thank
He's
you.
I
getting
evolved the
messages
Krogong.
on there.
Ah, cool. You'll have to show me that later. And you guys are welcome to come in and out. If you've got stuff going on in here, that's fine.
Okay,
We're just hanging out with the community today.
Yeah, he's gonna go do some work.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Come on, let's go do your work.
All right. And you know what? My favorite one isn't here. Oh my gosh. I have to go digging. I can't show these off without showing off Under Factory. I mean, the depth in there, it's just, oh, it's incredible. These guys are doing an incredible job. Eric and Tom knocking these out. That's Eric, of course, Eric Falskin with Every Little War. He's the one doing the printing work for us. Tom Vlatko is the incredible artist that's doing the all of these digital designs. Every single piece of art that you have seen here is one of his original pieces of artwork. He's done all of this. And yeah, there's an incredible team. Very lucky to have them. Really tremendous work that they're doing. And yeah, I'm glad that you guys are excited about it too. Let's see what else I can show off for you. And if we have questions come up, something you want to see demonstrated, whether it's durability, whether you want to see things glued to it, painted to it. I still have the wizard I started yesterday. I still love this little guy. And I put that on one of the Imperial Hall's bases. I thought that the Latin on it was a right fit for a little wizard. But again, this is an LDPE miniature, and it's simply attached with some cyanoacrylite. It's not...
Hey, for those of your viewers who don't know who Tom is, how would you give his handle?
Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, Major Tom 11. Those of you that know DACA, of course, our DACA buddies out there. Whoop whoop. Yeah, that's Major Tom. He's the one who's been doing all of this. In addition to being a really tremendous miniatures painter, he's, yeah, and well, as you can see, I mean, I don't have to pitch it. You know, he's pretty all right at this sort of thing, I guess. You know, it's just amazing. And I'm going to show off those 2 new designs again. We're going to name these later, but we have snow. We'll get a bigger version of jungle for you. Kind of see the ferns, and our dungeon. And again, these are all completely new designs. Major Tom has still been knocking these out. The test prints that you see, these 3 test prints that you see, were all produced by Eric Falskin of Every Little War just today. He's got more that he's printing out right now, trying to get it out so that we can show you guys, not just like a picture of the design. We want to show you the actual prototypes, make sure that we're totally happy with them, and then get you to name them. Hopefully we'll have 9 of them. If not, we're going to start with 3. And gosh, we'll just have to do another live naming, won't we? That would just be horrible. And hey, Miniature Mayhem, welcome, welcome. William Curtis said they're orky looking ones. Well, of course there are orky looking ones. It depends what you're after. I still like Under Factory for them. Where's what do you think, Jess?
For orcs?
Some good orky ones.
Well, I like Under Factory.
Yeah, Under Factory is a big one for me because I always think about them invading the hives and stuff.
Pitch is always good.
Well, yeah, it's something like the Rolling Fields.
Rolling Fields.
You just say pitch because we've been playing so much Blood Bowl.
I know I've been playing way too much Blood Bowl, so I said the pitch. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is still my favorite. This is what I'm putting my orcs on.
That's my favorite.
But I have a bunch of the Cromlech pieces. Shout out to Cromlech.
Well, plus this has the incredibly classic.
You know, my stripies.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jess said bloody pitch, but that's only because we've been playing so much Blood Bowl. Her Dark Elves against my orcs.
Not saying I win.
Not saying I haven't won yet. But Seamus beat me. Jess beat me. Just started a league for Secret Weapon, by the way. Yeah, so if you're watching this now and you're playing on the PlayStation 4 at least, by all means, please join. It's the Secret Weapon Blood Bowl. It's invite only, so once you have your team created, drop me a note on Facebook or something like that. Let me know what it is, and I'll make sure I get you added to the league. Come play with us. Come have a good time. Enjoy my apple juice.
Delicious apple juice.
Quality apple juice. Now, some of my favorite things about this, in this print, God, you can see a bunch of the texture in here, but the OSL, and that has simply gotten better. We'll have some, the licensed pieces we're doing with Infinity, the OSL on that is out of this world. Tom really made that pop. Oh, share the case page to the Amsterdam board, pushing them in Alberta Blood Bowl scene up here. Whoop, whoop, thank you, yeah. Make sure they know there are clean and dirty pitches. Obviously, I have these here on night size. That would be a really weird game of Blood Bowl. Nice team display, though, actually, now that I think about it. I can just display my team on here. But yeah, obviously, we've done the night-based sizes so that we can really show off the detail and everything. I mean, yeah, we get all of this texture on a 32mm base. Probably have some here. Well, certainly you can see like the sewer grate there. And the pure steel plating. Again, all texture. Oliver, thanks for the great question. We will continue to develop resin bases. In fact, I have hollow blanks on the desk, courtesy of Jeff Wilhelm at Dragonforge Design. Shout out to him too, he makes good stuff as well. But I have 28mm hollow blanks, so that of course I can, well, start making some hollow blanks of the rest of my stuff, but absolutely immediately start on our Silent Halls 28mm, so that I can cut about 30 minutes off of my day responding to people asking why I don't have them yet. So we'll get on that. I might have gotten a little distracted trying to make these happen to do any of my sculpting for a while. Lots of other stuff coming up. Of course, you know, something going on around town these days. I don't know. See a lot more people at home. That's just weird. All right.
It's a hobbyist dream.
It's obviously, yeah. It's like impact, not 0. All right, but we're sticking to other stuff. So yeah, any questions on the basis at this point? I'm actually just going to go ahead and start clipping some pieces off of this Russ. I have an obligation to the Nova Open Charitable Foundation this year to provide them with at least one Gaslands team. The team list is being developed by James K. Craig, tremendous modeler and a huge Gaslands enthusiast. Has a Gaslands club at his school, a whole bit. He's awesome, and he knows the game a lot better than I do. So making a list for me, and then I'll make the 1 or 2 teams. And I'm also going to detail up Leman Russ. For those of you that had seen my proposal to super detail a Russ, this will not be that kit. It'll be some of that, but I'm not going to do for this one what I would do for one in which I'm going to put maybe 100 hours. Maybe start casting my own tracks so I can properly pin them. Maybe all sorts of stuff I have in my mind for what I would do to actually do a nice Russ detailed kit and what that would look like. Right. And I am not kidding. I am starting this from scratch. But that is, well, mostly. I do have a couple of cooking show moments going on. I did test a new material earlier for one of my textures. And I know this is the super exciting part where dude clips resin. Oh, but Multi-Stream says I've got more eyeballs, so hello and welcome. Still showing off the HD basis. I promise it's not just hobby hour anymore, not a workbench Wednesday. It gives us something else to look at too between questions and people popping in. Mm-hmm. And yeah, HD bases, more on the way. We've been previewing some new designs, including the as yet named dungeon, jungle. We'll get a larger image for you pretty quick here, folks. And snow. And again, these are prints that Every Little War ran off for us today. Yeah, those new images. Our goal is to have you guys help us name them in a little bit. Yes, you know, the one thing I super forgot to get, not a rush, my all the plastic rod that I just gave you back, I gave back to you the other day to tidy up my desk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, could I super have all of that back, please?
You to move all the things and get all the stuff?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, hey, I'm going to make some new handles. Oh, no, I'm not. I took all that stuff off of my desk. All right. And Shane, thank you very much. Yeah, please head over to the Kickstarter right now. Give us your money. We'll take it. Of course, it is HD Bases by Secret Weapon Miniatures on the Kickstarter right now. Yeah, rod and tube. New gun barrel. Ah. Oh, the things we can do with styrene and toxic chemicals. What? Everybody's doing it. So one of the things, I'll switch back to the Russ here. One of the things I've always liked to do, and I think this is a bit washed out. Let's open up the desk cam. Okay, configure video. Close that one because you don't actually do anything. Advanced setting. Put it on autofocus for a bit. Let's just do that manually. So I had a sand texture to mine, and anyone seen my Russ models or entries before has seen this from me. Now, I tried this beforehand because I wasn't sure how it would work. I'm actually trying Liquitex for a change. Because what I would traditionally do for something like this is take some Squadron white putty, a whole lot of MEK, methyl ethyl ketone, that's the plastic cement that actually melts plastic, and it'll melt the white putty, make a slurry, and I stamp it on with some little texture brushes I have. But I'm trying to find something that is decidedly less toxic. So I'm experimenting with some new textures for this today, and it's a little too heavy for me. And I didn't let it cure completely before I started messing with it now, but I wanted to see. So I may play with that, and if not, I've got lots of other things I can do to tanks. Oh my god, so many things I can do to tanks! And I haven't done them in a long time, so this is going to be awesome. And I have to do it, so yay.
How would you like this image?
Oh, that's a great question. Email it to me.
All right.
I'm not saying we have a better image for jungle, but we do. All right, I'm gonna contain myself. No, I'm not excited. Okay, so where was it? Oh, I was looking at tanks, and that means I need to go into the blades and pokey things.
So, you're in the bin of blades and pokey things. Would you like me to possibly share this image to Facebook or YouTube? No, Facebook.
Let's hold off on that for the moment.
Okay.
Share it with our live friends here.
Of course.
Because, of course, everybody that's with us live today, you folks are going to help us name them.
Yeah.
So before Facebook gets to see it straight, like up as, hey, here's the thing.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, that's silly. We'll get these images up and say, hey, come help us name these. Get everybody in on this. Not just we lucky few. I really don't have any chisel blades in here. Bizarre. Spare blade bin is not in here anymore. Alright, well, I'm just gonna
There's a
have to
whole
do this.
box of Exactos right in
Oh,
front
I'm
of
not
you.
looking for like the number 11s. I have some chisel blades.
Air. Yeah.
And I have my little wooden box of specialty blades, but I think I took that out to the garage at some point. For some reason. I'll be right back, folks. Because this is live, we're gonna fiddle around here a bit. No, I don't think it is. Alright, well, I'll do it the hard way, not for the first time. I'll do this right, but no, that's not going to do it. That's just for my papers. Well, alright, doesn't matter. Not going to waste time just looking for tools. Popped in to say hi. Hey, Avery. Hello. Oh, wait, go back. Oliver, they come all come painted, or can you get some unpainted? They do all come painted. What I can do, though, if you want to see it here, we do have it up on, I think, the durability video. No, actually, on some of the stuff that Jess Rich did for us in our glazing, where we primed part of a base and painted the rest. They do come pre-painted like this. That what you see is literally what you get.
Where is that base?
Right there, actually. But in this case, if you're not entirely satisfied, if you want to make some changes or make at least a section of it unique to help a model stand out, here's the same base, only in this section we primed it, and then Jess came in here with glazes
And dry brushing.
and dry brushing. Super simple. It also helps show off, I mean, how much of this is really the texture in the base. I mean, I love how you can see that, you know, yes, we've used color to really increase the depth, at least that perception of depth. Nowhere is that more effective than on this beautiful piece. I mean, look how deep those grates look and how far down there it really seems like the bars run and everything. Like there's such a separation between those bars and the grating, the grilling. But yeah, absolutely. If you're, you know, not satisfied, or like I said, the other color, like I wanted them gray and I'd still paint them, you absolutely can. Nothing to stop you from priming them. We also have some fun examples. A little bit of pigment and grass tuft. And again, I understand that. I mean, these come pre-painted, they're ready to go. Major Tom has done a tremendous job of really bringing these designs to life. but you might want to make a base more unique, or if you've got, you know, gosh, I don't even know how many blood angels I have. It's still better than thinking about my guardsmen. So I've got, what, at least 100 bases? So 132 millimeter bases. I have to rebase all of my blood angels too. It's been that long that I'm still behind the curve there. And I know we sell these great adapters, but this seems like a great opportunity to not have to actually rebase all 100 Space Marines, please. So yeah, I'm gonna make some of those unique with some additions, some of our skulls and little bits, urban pieces, some rubble. Yeah, we've got all sorts of things to help, you know, level up a character base or something like that. But for my, you know, regular go-to grunts, their captain might get something fancy. But man, these guys can take them. Lucky to have a base to stand on, that's what I say. In my day...
I was using Sculpey.
Alright, well, I forgot to clean up pipe gutter. That's exciting. Excuse me. And yeah, Oliver, a very small change can make a huge difference. And I understand how important that can be for army appearance's sake. At a competition or something like that, how every little step up is going to make that difference. And of course, Avery, I didn't miss you earlier, but yes, hello. These are awesome. Thank you. I think that they are awesome too, but I might be totally biased, 100% biased, kind of a lot biased. All right, let's go get that image. You sent it, right? The jungle image?
No, I thought you wanted me to post it on the Facebook.
Oh! Sorry. No, I can go get it from there.
Dude, I can compose right now.
Yeah, that's fine, please. Easier to pop them out of there. And no compression issues. Yeah, Olivier, most of the time, I still see only green flocking for round lip bases. Especially my Wormhorde's friends that come in with the secret weapon resin bases, and it was like, dude, what? Everything was just green. Which is why all of these will be available in round lip. Our partner Reaper Miniatures, who is producing the high impact polystyrene bases, has ordered the round lip tooling so that we can produce round lip bases in all of the sizes that you're going to need. We've got it. We got it.
Email sent.
What base would you recommend for Infinity? I'm thinking Eugene. Reiko, I don't have samples in front of me, but I can dig up an image. Jess, would you mind kicking over an image of the Infinity bases, please?
Of course.
We have 4 licensed Infinity themes. They're going to give you exactly what you want because they match 4 of the boards. Ka-chow! Plus, one of the ones that we're showing off right now is snow. So I'll bring the snow bases back up here. So we don't have the official, you know, I'm going to forget the name now and feel bad. But it's new, don't blame me. The new table. But we have Red Veil, we have Wildfire, we have the other 2 that we have. My Romney moment.
Plaster Wetlands?
Oh no, for Infinity.
Oh, and for Infinity. Oh, no, yeah.
Well, good. I just got an email letting me know that I am now live on YouTube. Nice of them to send a notification to me, as though I might somehow miss it. But all right, let's see if I can catch back up on. But yeah, we'll show you the Yujing. Oh my gosh, we also have. We just.
Red Veil, Ice Storm, Wildfire, Cold Front.
There you go. Let me see if I saved the tatami here. I didn't. We have some tatami bases. It's actually the Tokyo style tatami. I'll pull that up and bring it into the window. I'm gonna need a keyboard for that. You know what? I also do. Looks like having an Infinity preview here I can get right now for you.
I'm sending it right now. If you
So let's see.
don't
Let's
already
get you into the window.
I've got an Infinity preview coming for you, and the other ones as well.
Ah, cool. Thank you.
So if you check your email, they're there. Brand new.
Well, coming quickly once it downloads. For the moment, I can show you. Well, I can show you a too small version of that because of downsampling. All right, let's see. Jungle. Yes, I want to replace that jungle with this jungle. This jungle is much superior. Kaboom. So there's the new jungle one. You really see that fern texture. I really love that. And for infinity,
You can still share.
I'm just bringing it up. All right. Find you the, woo. Now that's freaking out.
Now, do you have the tatamis?
All right, let's fix that. And bring this up properly. Make sure that's still sharing properly. Hey, it is. Look at that. So here are the Red Veil prototypes. So this is still pending approval, of course, from Corvus Belli. But you'll recognize the board, and you can really see, particularly up there in that top center green base, the OSL, object source lighting, that between the original excellent designs from Corvus Belli and the work that Major Tom was able to put into them, really great stuff here. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can get caught up on. So yeah, that's right. We were showing off more of the previews. Let's see. Got to dodge around my camera here. So here's Dungeon again. Now don't spend all of your ideas too fast because we're gonna have plenty of time here to name these. Dungeon, Jungle, and it's so ferny. Snow, and of course, this one is already named Tokyo Tatami because it's a specific size and layout. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Nope, that's what we've got up for you right now. And these, the snow, the jungle, and the dungeon, again, Eric at Every Little War produced those for us today. These are all based on feedback that we've seen from you during the campaign. We know you want these designs. Major Tom has been busting butt. I mean, to keep it at this level on every design, to make sure you guys get exactly what you want. And yeah, 9 new themes they've been trying to crank out. Eric has been printing non-stop. Major Tom has been working every chance he gets, even with the kids at home and everything changing. So yeah, we're taking your ideas. We're really trying to bring them to life for you. Appreciate your feedback. And your continued support for this. Hey, that's somebody who can actually break through my Do Not Disturb. How about that? All right, so let me see if I've got to step through a bunch back comments. Oh, it looks great. Well, good. Reiko, I'm glad we could sell you on the campaign. Thank you very much. Let me recommend take a look at the $100 and $200 levels. Both of them come with some fun incentives for you. A set of our paints and a set of our pigments, depending. I did call it jungle. Oh, have I been calling it swamp? Apparently I called it swamp at some point. No, that's our jungle theme. It's so ferny. We have a swampy one, but that's already blasted wetlands. It's going to be a preview for you. Let's see. Fernie, yes. Hunting grounds. Ooh, I like that. Derek, will these be available outside of Kickstarter? Absolutely, yes. Secret Weapon Miniatures has been manufacturing for a little over 10 years now. I guess January was my 10-year anniversary of doing this full time. We have a dedicated retailer network. We have agreements with distributors across the globe to make sure that these products can get anywhere they need to be. It's the same way that we have our good relationship with Reaper Miniatures here in the United States and the UK. So they'll be helping us get that product out of the UK and into people's hands. And we have our fine partners, Aetherworks and Modifix in Australia, that are going to be working with us to make sure you guys get the bases. So yeah, we're going to make sure that these are out there in the world. You'll be able to buy them from us. We're going to continue to develop new ideas. We're going to continue to do our best to improve on the product. If we can, we're going to keep trying to innovate on this, of course. We spent the last year making sure that they met all of our quality needs, including, because it's a UV cured resin. At one point, our UV cured ink, Eric Falskin at Every Little War, who lives in Northern California like I do, in one of our 100-degree heat summers, where we're typically running 110, 150 degrees heat all day, set a bunch of them out on his roof, the roof of his warehouse, of his shop, just to make sure that there wasn't a huge color differential with all the extra heat and UV. We left them in cars. We mailed them back and forth several times. We've drilled them, we've pinned them, we've glued them. I've poured methyl ethyl ketone, MEK, that's the plastic cement, on a base, let it sit for 5 minutes and wipe it away to make sure we were good. There's plenty of room under here for magnets. I mean, we had to make sure that everything was just right. Yeah, so it's been quite a ride. And yeah, your feedback has been a tremendous part of that. And thank you. Yeah, these are slick. I have a wallet meme. Yes. Well, thank you. Yeah, we're really looking forward to getting Corvus Belli's approval on those designs. Of course, they're prompted by the boards, so we feel pretty good that once we get the scale right between the two, between their artwork and our printing process, it should be an easy thing. But of course, the Infinity designs officially still waiting for approval. Let me pull those up again. But here are two of them. Oh, that's right, because I named them something silly, so I didn't have to. There we go. And these are the prints. And that key work. The transitions on Red Veil there, especially that night base in the corner. I love it. Oh, go back to split. Thomas, we were talking about Trenchworks. In fact, Major Tom and I were talking about Trenchworks. I, of course, was hoping it would be something as simple as, hey, we have these wood designs and we have this swamp design. But I knew better. It was still worth a shot. Although in this case, it's something that's in the queue. Like I said, Major Tom and Eric have been working on 9 themes to add in these final 72 hours here. Now we're below 72 hours, we're in the final 48 hours. Really pushing to get some of these prototypes out. There will be more themes in the future. As soon as we get Trenchworks out of the queue, it'll be a product. Hey, and Eric Falskin has been able to join us. Yes, I can. Mine. Can you email me some images as attachments, please?
Sure.
Because they're still downsampling out of my. Thank you. And that's what. Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see. And yeah, if you guys don't know it, Eric Falskin commenting over there on Facebook. He is the man behind Every Little War, the one doing the printing for us. Like I said, he and Major Tom still cranking away, getting themes done. They are kicking butt for you in these final 48 hours. It's great to hear. Yay! Miniature Mayhem, that is a good question. That lumpy bump is there on all of them. It is less visible in some of them. I mean, totally invisible in some of them. But like the snow base, for instance, I'll pull that back up for you. So we'll give you an honest assessment here. and let you know that we're working on it. So, in some of the designs, obviously it's very easy to use the artwork to hide that three-dimensional divot. In case of snow, this has not been totally curated yet. What we're doing on all of the designs is what you guys are seeing now are still, to some extent at least, prototype designs, in that one of the other tasks that still awaits us is taking the full-size image that we have and deciding if we're running a set of 32mm bases. Well, all 10 of those 32mm bases are going to be part of a set. So you'll still get 10 unique bases in a set of 32s like you would from our resins. All right, well, how do we take that one big design and find just the right 10 32mm circles to suck out of it? So all of that curation has to be done. And that'll be especially important on the night bases, particularly the ones where it can be a little more challenging. Although you'll see even in Imperial Halls here, another white base that has a line running right through the center of that, practically invisible. But we had more time to curate this one. So that is something that we're working on as we get through the campaign. Obviously, our goal is to make sure that none of the pin marks are going to be visible. And yeah, certainly a part of that. And Thomas, thank you very much. Exceptional is really great. I appreciate that. I'll take acceptable. That's nice to hear. Thank you very much. Yeah, good job to the whole team then. Really, again, for my part, I've got to just keep shouting out Eric and Major Tom, Every Little War and Major Tom. They're the ones at this point really doing the work to make this, well, to make these designs. Particularly, like I said, the new ones that we're looking at, these brand new designs that we're going to get to preview today and name. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But also hard work on that part. I'm jumping tracks now. Oh, I get more. I have notes. Notes are exceptional too. All right. And of course, good job to the community. I mean, this wouldn't happen without you folks. We came at this with an idea, the potential to take a risk, and no idea what was going to happen. It's only happening because you guys are awesome. Major Tom asked me to remind folks too that bump is only on the night base, so it's really the only place that's an issue, and that's because of the size of the piece. All right. Can I pass it out?
Yeah.
Cool. Manhattan me? Please and thank you. I mean apple juice. I'm all fresh out of apple juice. And it looks like we're going to wind up running a bit long, even if we're going to name these by 4 o'clock. Reminder to drink my water with my apple juice. So we'll need to get those new themes named by 4 o'clock, I think. Since, I'd originally said 3 to 4. I want to make sure anyone who's tuning in for that gets a chance here. Let me see if I can get some of these new images. Tatami preview. She's got a new tatami preview for me. Aha, this should be a better image for you. Someone is asking for a better image of tatami, and I think I've got you down. Oh, still not right. Let me try this again. Oh, all right. We'll figure out why our systems are being silly today. There's Streamlabs. I've got so many things open. All right. Oh, so bases. Numbers. Business. I'm going to show off these again. Well, I do want to take a look. Since it was so well said earlier that when you've got an army of these, and we know that some of you are going to want to customize these, it is no problem to prime, repaint. I mean, you can see this is the same base. Jess Rich did an amazing job just with some glazes and dry brushing over here. It makes a big difference. So that even if you're using the cobblestone and you've got 3 knights, if you're running a knight army, they can still be unique. adding a little bit of pigment and tuft. If you're doing it just to officer bases, as I intend to do, because I still have all of my Blood Angels on 25mm bases. So this is the excuse I finally needed, because I was always like, I'm never going to base them, and I know we have the rings, but I just hadn't gotten around to it. And now I finally have the excuse. I need to take my Blood Angels and actually get them into play again.
So I have your apple juice and a
Thank
special message from Little One,
Mhm.
who says he loves you.
Oh, how nice. My kid loves me. I'll take it. And I keep coming back to this one. This is absolutely my favorite design. So what about you folks out there? What's your favorite design? And I guess Jess, Tess, Tom, one of you. Can we get the images up on Dropbox? Because for whatever reason, every time they come through now, even as an attachment, they're small, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I'll drop them on Dropbox.
Thank you.
Or, I mean, Tom, you're better off doing that yourself.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to have
You
to
have
jump
all of
twice.
them in one place.
Yeah, kick them over with something easy for me to find, and
Yeah.
I can just open them from the folder and put them into that window, and we'll be good to go. Oh, excuse me. Talking so much. Time for more apple juice. That is fine. Speaking of things, I'm going to do that Leman Russ. I'm going to replace the grate on here with an actual grate. But this is a piece I will probably scratch build. Yeah, that'll be an easy one. All right. 50 unbased units, the industrial version in snow. So the industrial version being the under factory here. And we'll have more previews, of course, of the, now that you're a backer, you'll be able to see them, the great previews as we get more prints of the 4 official Infinity themes that we've licensed with them. We'll get previews out of those. We'll make sure that we put some good-looking Infinity models on those bases, really give you a chance to see how everything will be able to come together. And then we've got the tatami mats if you want to do the interior side now. Yeah. So exciting. All right. Well, holding for questions. I'm still going to play with a model here because I do need to get this thing done for the Nova Open Charitable Foundation. They do an annual raffle. And this year, since so much of that goes to Doctors Without Borders, there's a real sense of urgency to help out. So for a piece like this, hey, Greg Zunga, woo! Glad to see a regular from Workbench Wednesday days. Hello, friend. I think the jungles would fit my catechins nicely, but the silent halls might be my favorite. Yes, Miniature Mayhem, I agree. Now that I've seen those jungle bases, I know what to do with my catechins too. I didn't think about that. Thank you. Thank you very much. And if only we had some, like, wood stumps or something we could put on there. Or some leaf litter to really dress it up a bit.
Or vellum plants.
Or all these beautiful vellum plants that we're making with Gregory Zuniga, who just joined us on YouTube. So thank you very much. Well tuned, well timed here, Greg.
Huzzah, Wicked Elf Neolus.
Wicked Elf Neolus. You're getting all the shouts today. I love it. So for a piece like this, just since I'm still sitting here playing with a model as we chat, and go through the bases and everything, when I go to scratch build a piece like this, so one of the first questions I'll decide is whether or not I want to do something about the thickness, because of course on 40K models, a lot of the component pieces, once they're put in, appear very thick. Now, I don't care because it's a 40K vehicle, so I'm going to be fine with that. So a lot of time what I'll do for something like this, because I'm going to want to use some of our fine mesh screen to create an actual scene that you can see through here. I can put some pipes or something underneath it. But that would either mean carving this out and leaving these individual rods, or carving out the basic shape completely and putting in the screen and then putting in the individual rods, all of which is a giant pain in the butt. So what I would do is I'll actually cut it up here and make a sandwich to put the screen between. And then lay the rods on top. Super quick, super easy. I can trim it to fit. I can use this as a thank you.
Thank Tom. Major
Thank
Tom.
Thank you, Major Tom. Who am I remembering to call Major Tom? Do I have to add the 11? It's Major Tom 11.
Ground to earth.
All right. Got some marketing material. What are they called?
Should be a stream folder. A whole new folder.
Okay, whole new folder coming in now, folks. Whoop whoop.
Tom is fine, just not the full thing.
Photos. Folder is refreshing now, so cool. A little bit to show you. Yeah, great images here. In just a second, actually get them right for me this time. I'll get them right for you this time, so you guys are seeing what we're trying to show you. All right. So let's see. So I'm definitely gonna have to do that. I actually have notes over here. Replace grill engine. So one of the things is I start a project like this, what I'm going to detail. I always start with a set of notes. And in some cases, I'll actually have little 3x5 note cards. That way I can actually stick the note cards back into the project box. I do my best to keep my projects in a bin. So this is the destroyed tank diorama that I'd started so long ago with the Krieg soldiers sculpted for me by Dave Taylor, or modified for me. And this had some fun detailing for it at the time. I'll redo this now, but this is, for instance, the tow cable I replaced with an actual cable into the GW pieces. And then I made some cable hooks for that. But I can do a better job now, so I'm going to redo this. But that's okay, because even though I can only use the old Leman Russ kit to make me happy because it has the individual track links, I have a few. Just a few. There's a chance, actually, that there are 10 Leman Russ sitting next to me right now. In Potentia. Well, that's interesting. I just said hello to Paul and Danik online. It says Secret Weapon Miniatures is chatting on Facebook. It's news to me. Looking at the Kickstarter, I don't see any bases with miniatures on them as examples. Oh, why don't we get those put up on the main page for you? We do have examples of those. Could you find out what update that is for me real quick? Please and thank you. Jess is taking a look at our updates. We have an update. Tom did a great job, particularly showing the same couple of models on different bases to give you an idea of how that's going to work. Yeah, we got you. We got you. And we'll make sure those images go up on the last page, on the main page. Thank you for the prompt on that. We'll get that done. All right. Door handles. So, since I'm still kind of farting away here at both, one of the easiest ways to upgrade a Russ, if you're using the little side doors here, is to get rid of these little handles. Because, meh. Everything else is big. These handles are tiny. And it's a limitation here of the tool, and that's fine. But we can do a better job simply by taking a piece of plastic rod of one size and a slightly smaller piece and just gluing them next to each other and putting them on here. That's why, if you were here earlier, I was looking for my chisel blades for my hobby knife, because I'll just chisel these out. Yeah, I can get them out of there with a number 11 blade, but it's just... I won't say that in French. It's a family show. Extra screw makes good proxy units. Yes. All right. Well, I have the images. Let's see. Streaming photos. This folder is empty. Don't be empty.
It may have been left empty for me to fill.
Okie dokie. Well, we're still waiting on the streaming photos. Since for whatever reason my computer is not playing politely, normally it works out just fine. I don't know. It's always something in the world. And hey, Lissa! Hello! Oh, it's great to have you here with us. Still showing off the bases, still talking about how I would detail Leman Russ, still having a good time, still enjoying apple juice. In very small sips. Being excited to hear my son playing Minecraft with a buddy of his, even though I'm streaming at the time. I'm still excited for him. Oh, yeah. No, it's one of the things we talk about extra sprue. The way that I actually prefer...
All of the imagery is in there. It's just you.
Okay, it's just waiting to update. Okay. My computer's waiting to update in part. No doubt. Because James is on with Maxwell.
Yes.
And that is...
Well,
Come on, update. Alright, well, we've got the folder. We're working on it. It's almost like so many people in the world suddenly have kids at home. So I'm going to view this on Dropbox and see if I can get that to work here. We've got to show you the images so that we can both here, huh? Leman Russ and tiny handles. Yes, tiny handles are the best. Yeah, I'm talking 1 mil top for the big thing. You can put a 1 mil handle sideways if you want to make them a little beefier. Another option is to take, I don't think I have my hex rod in here because it should be in a different file. It is. But you can take hex rod, and in this case, put it on the side. So it's also a little more industrial. I tend to do that for works. So that again, if we're looking at it in profile, I'm more likely to do something like that for an orc, and then a big grobby old nut in the middle, like that. Make them big and bulky and, orky. Maybe this needs to be an orky Russ. I never said it wouldn't be. Last year I gave them the Gargant with belly gun. Stompa with belly gun, excuse me. It's a great piece from Forge World. I loved that piece. That was a lot of fun. And tiny handles. Tiny handles are great. All right.
how's it going over here?
Still streaming, and the web folder's empty for me too.
And the web folder is still on. We don't know why.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I can see it. He can't.
Oh my gosh. All right. It's always something. Live streams are just so much fun. Let's see.
For stream, so go to UV based textures.
Chaos marketing material, streaming photos. The folder's there, and it's got a green check on it, like everything's fine. And if I say view on Dropbox.com, walking you through this, Tom. You too. This folder is empty.
So just, how about instead of clicking leave, just click backwards. Go all the way to the bottom. There's so much stuff, guys. Nope, that's, go back. Wrong. Right there.
That's an entirely different folder than what I was looking at. I have streaming photos in Chaos Marketing Materials, which is where I was looking. All right, so UV-based textures. for stream.
Sorry to say wrong.
Here we are. All right. So we get. Yeah, Eric understood on that, but thank you. Turns out I was just looking in the wrong folder after all that. Woo! And I suddenly got, wow, so many new comments. Looks like we had a little lag there on the comments. I'll catch up in 1 second, but for now, I really want to start with getting back to these. Oh yeah. So this is the Blasted Wetlands theme. This is an early prototype. Very happy with the overall color and texture. These are done, all of the prototypes are done at a quick pass on the printer, so that we can knock them out, make sure that we're even moving in the right direction before Tom has to burn a bunch of time really cleaning up a design. All right, what do we have next?
Hey, Paul!
Paul?
Major Tom says hey.
Well, I'm glad Major Tom says, hey, I don't see a Paul, but thank you.
Paul Fillion. He's somewhere.
No, not showing up on my comment feed. Refresh chat. Let's try that, since it just hiccuped a minute ago.
Also, for those technical glitches, apparently Dropbox will suspend any aggregation to your computer when streaming is going.
All right, well, since I'm up to date, I'm going to go ahead and quit Dropbox. One fewer thing in the background. Whoa! There we go. And oh yes, Reiko, putting a layer of the realistic water over the top of that. Oh, yeah, I got you. I got you. All right. What do we have next? Dungeon. This is one of the ones that we are naming. So I'll start a list over here. Dungeon. Jungle. Make sure it's still updating for you. Oh, good. We're updating beautifully. Snow. Oop, that's Tokyo Tatami. All right. Well, those are the ones we're going to be naming in response to questions about models. Of course, we got models. I love this guy. Oh, hybrids. I need my Gene Stealer cult again. That's one of my favorites, Tom. I feel like that guy was really made for that base. Blood Bowl, 40K. All right. So let's come back to the 3. All right, folks, this is the moment. We've not only hit, but passed the 4 o'clock hour. This is the time. You folks get to name these 3 themes right now, live and on the air. Here we go. We've got lists here. We've got, well, it turns out the whole team, Jess is right there. Major Tom and Eric are both watching. Let's see what we want to do here. Let's start with the dungeon theme. So this is our prototype dungeon theme. It's so good. I really can't. It's just, Tom sent the preview for this to me while I was at the warehouse today. We've been trying to get into the warehouse, well, as often as possible, which isn't very often. when you know, we've got the shelter in place and wife and kid home and everything, and trying to get everything else done and still get to the warehouse. But yeah, I was there today, and oh, that's who's commenting as Secret Weapon Miniatures. Because Tom, you're signed into comments as Secret Weapon Miniatures. That's why I was laughing earlier when Secret Weapon was commenting on the Secret Weapon broadcast. I'm like, well, that's neat. Stone Dungeon from Tom. Because that pen is actually out of ink. It's a good thing I know where to find more. So Major Tom has voted for Stone Dungeon here. Now, that seems a bit like cheating, but I still approve. Oh, well, hey, no worries. At least I know who it is now. I guess I should have guessed earlier. All right, so let's take a look for those that are still looking. Oh, hang on. It's because I'm looking at the wrong one now. Jungle. So here is a good look at the jungle. Castle Courtyard.
Predator's Paradise.
Hmm?
Predator's Paradise.
For which one?
For the jungle.
Jungle. Who did that?
That's me.
Oh.
Predator's Playground.
Paradise or Playground. I like that. Nice alliteration as well. Weathered Cobblestone. Lisa, any objection to me writing that down as Weathered Stone? I'm going to go ahead. I'm not. There we go. There's me, okay. All right, let's take a look at the next one. We have, let me get to the correct folder here. Close that folder, Justin. Don't open that folder again. All right. Snow. Don't worry, I'm sure the camera or the mic didn't pick that up. Right?
Not at all.
Oops. Excuse me. All right. Well, there's hum and hawing, thinking, great rending of clothes and gnashing of teeth. We'll pop back. We've got jungle. And that fern. Yeah, Tom, that's just unreal, man.
Super hot jungle theme.
And Eric, thank you again for working so hard to get these prototypes out for folks to not only see, but to vote on. Super appreciate the hard work. This is tremendous. All right. And wow. Glacier. Oh, we've got two for Glacier.
Something glacial, maybe?
Mm. Winter Wonderland. I'm writing it down. Because I can. I'm an owner. I can write down whatever I want. Ooh, Frozen Plains.
Ooh, that's neat.
super hot jungle theme does definitely work. Tom, I'm pretty much going to need a veto right now. Because otherwise, super hot jungle theme, super works. Speaking of super hot, hey honey. Uh-oh, they found something awesome for the kid, I think. Ooh, I'll find out later. All right, so super hot jungle theme, frozen wastes. Frozen 3. The cease and desist. No, all right, maybe not that. I really want it to be super hot jungle theme. I know it's not going to be super hot jungle theme, but I really want it to be. Hunting grounds. That's right. I had not written down hunting grounds from earlier. I love that. Falls into that predator's paradise or predator's playground, but hunting grounds. I like that. All right, so let me bounce again. Let's get back to the jungle again for a minute. Give people a chance to check it out. Tom, can we just call it Lizard Mani? All right, maybe not. It's been a day. I'm being goofy. Going to the warehouse has been a real, much more emotional challenge than I thought it would be. So for jungle backyard after not mowing it for 5 years, and I'm not sure where the cat is. So pretty much New Jersey yard. Is that what I'm hearing? I like that. So looking at the names we have so far, Stone Dungeon, Castle Courtyard, and Weathered Stone, I'm going to have to say we need something with dungeon. Is there a name from the other folks that have, for Lissa and Eric here? What do you think? Something with dungeon in it. Let's, what about some Fern Gully of Death? Oh, that is too good. Gully of Death. Oh, especially Fern Gully of Death. That's, oh, we're dating ourselves now, right? Definitely. All right, so we need, I'd love to have another dungeon name or two if somebody's got one. Otherwise, Stone Dungeon is hard to argue with. Ancient Dungeon, Lost Dungeon, Forgotten Dungeon. And I will admit, we've got 2 for Glacier, but Frozen Plains is really growing on me.
I second Frozen Plains.
That brings that up to 3-2 against Glacier. And Jess, I loved Predator's Paradise and Predator's Playground, but I have to say Hunting Grounds.
Yeah.
That's strong. That's strong. And that was Ancient Dungeon. Now, where did Olivier? Deserted Dungeon. Frozen Plains for sure, huh? All right, we've got a lot of love for Frozen Plains here now. All right. So look at this. Ancient Dungeon, Deserted Dungeon. So we've got 4 really good ideas. Extremely well slept dungeon. Oh, God, that sounds nice. Stone Dungeon, Ancient Dungeon, Deserted Dungeon, Lost Dungeon. Ill-kept Dungeon, I guess. Dan, is that where that one's going? Ring room service dungeon.
Oh.
Oh.
We have a new theme alert.
What? Ding, 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 ding. New theme alert.
Look at Paul.
Is that the updated Martian Menace? I don't even know what it is. I'm so excited. Hey, Eric, it's gonna have dungeon in it. Oh, a new theme alert. Eric knows what the new theme is. I don't even know.
I dig it.
Lost Maid Dungeon.
It is now in the folder.
It is? What do we got?
A brand new theme alert. This is for all of your pyramid or Aztec-y needs. You can read them somewhere.
Oh, hey, I shut off Dropbox earlier, remember? It's the little things. Well, right now, between Stone Dungeon, Ancient Dungeon, those are kind of leading for me. Do we have more dungeony names? Gots to have the dungeon in the name. Fresh. Bring up that other theme. We get a new theme master.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
All right, let me pull up. Oh, there it is. Added one image. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I feel like we've really got frozen plains. We've got hunting grounds. Something dungeon. All right, let's see. Added one image. Added one image. Come on, refresh. 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 Show it to me. It's image one, it's called. Image one. Ooh. Let me. There we go. Let me rotate that for us. Look at that. Dungeon mat. Okay, that's on the list here, right? Mats are coming up next. Matt is thinking of a dungeon name. All right, awesome. And Eric, please don't be sorry that you had to go and feed the printer. Feed the printer. It is a hungry beast. Abyssal dungeon. Ooh. Ancient temple. I like that. This one is so new that Tom hasn't even had time to put header graphics on it like the others. This is fresh off the press, directly from Eric, right now. He brought those in, took pictures, sent them to Tom for approval. Tom put them on Dropbox. You guys get to see them right now. Again, based entirely on your feedback that we needed to have a couple of dungeon and temple themes.
Some cool weathered stone stuff.
And some cool weathered stone stuff. The swamp, the forest. It's all about you. It's always been about you. Dungeony stone.
Dungeon? Who said dungeony stone?
Dungeony stone was miniature mayhem. Ooh, Shirley Temple. Oh, I'm gonna need vetoes here pretty quick because I'm loving too many of these puns. Ancient Temple is certainly good. We've got. I think I can take that down to 3. All right, so we have names for the snow theme. We have Frozen Plains. We have a jungle theme, which you have named Hunting Grounds. dungeon theme. That I would say of the 5 is between Stone Dungeon, Ancient Dungeon, and Deserted Dungeon. Ooh. Matt, I love the idea. We've got to fit it on packaging.
Oh, what did he say?
Dungeon of the Elders. Which... Elder Dungeon?
Eldritch Dungeon.
Ooh, Eldritch Dungeon. Mmm. Right, we got an... Ooh, I like that. So we've got Eldritch Dungeon now. Well, that pretty much... I'd say it's Elder or Eldritch Dungeon for that one. Yeah, it is. Very Lovecraftian. I like that. The stone is kind of right for that, too. Eldritch Dungeon of the Elders. We're back to Bodie McBoatface, and I love it. All right, so that brings our last one down to... Oh, let's kick this one over again. Image left without my keyboard. Here we go. So this is, so far we have Ancient Temple for this one, and I love it.
Castle Dungeon. No one said that.
Castle Dungeon. Eldritch Dungeon, Elder Dungeon, Castle Dungeon.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think it's actually Tom's vote. He keeps messaging me Castle Dungeon, which is why I keep shouting it like.
Castle Dungeon. All right, Tom. Message received. Horrible Dungeon Jungle Patches. Strange Temple. And you're right. Search-friendly terms is definitely an important point. We've got to get our SEO here, folks. So, ancient temple bases. Well, we can bring back some of the ones that were good earlier. Deserted. Lost Temple. Hey, that marketing is important. It's what's let us keep going for 10 years. As is listening to smart folks like Tom. Dusty Temple is just a bit too literal. Well, it is dusty. Yellow Beige Temple. Reclaimed. No, maybe. I'm writing it down because I can't.
It's a family-friendly show, so I can't give a retort to a Dusty Temple.
Desert Temple. That's good. I like that. In fact, what do you guys think? I would say right now, at least from what we have, I'd say Reclaimed or Desert Temple. Do we have more ideas? Temple of the Mind. What was it? Temple of Power? Temple of Love? Temple of Love.
Temple of Love.
Songsfromcollege.com. In person, it feels like the stones of a pyramid. I like that. Sandstone Tomb. I like that. Well, we're still going for family-friendly names, even though we do have the baby poop wash. Right?
Okay.
Pharaoh's Ground. Let's see. Ancient Temple, Reclaimed Temple, Desert Temple, Sandstone Tomb.
Pharaoh's Delight.
Ooh. Well, I would still like to have temple or tomb in here, I think. Search optimization points. It is something we've got to keep in mind. People looking for temple bases or tomb bases, stone bases. It gets tricky, right?
Tomb of the Pharaoh, Pharaoh's Tomb.
Pharaoh's Tomb. Ooh, Tomb of the
Yeah, I
Ancients.
just saw that from Olivier. Good one, Olivier.
Yeah, thank you. Temple Tomb.
Too soon, Temple Tomb.
Toomey McToom Face. Why haven't we had Toomey McToom Face yet?
Hey, bro, I heard you like tombs, so I got you some tomb for your tomb.
We got some Tomb for your tomb. Actually, I'm pretty sold on Tomb of Ancients because I can fit that on a label. It's got tomb in it. I like that. Tomb of the Forgotten Ages. We're back to that size.
Yeah, because it's a bit wordy.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome.
It's part of the reason that if you take a look at any of our resin bases, it's always Trenchworks, Ruined Temple, Town Square,
Ancient Sands.
Ancient Sands. 2 words, little ones kind of close together. Little label, big barcode. Tomb of Ages would work. Forgotten Tomb. I like that more than Lost or Reclaimed. Tomb Boom. Tomb of Ages. And what do we have here? Forgotten. All right, folks, we have our final 3 here. Because at some point...
We have to stop the voting.
Yep. At some point, I'll stop at 4 and come back to help with the kid is going to go past 4:30. And I'll have to live in the warehouse, which is going to be really awkward. So, I think our final 3 for the temple theme here, the one that we're looking at right now, this beautiful piece, fresh off the printer, right here, for your eyes only. Tomb of the Ancients. Tomb of the Ages. Forgotten Tomb. Tomb Raider, the base that ate Manhattan. Escape from tomb base naming. We've got a Forgotten Tomb.
Oh, that's just me going, yeah.
Yeah, I'm marking you down.
Okay.
You get a vote, whether you say it out loud or you type it. That's all good. What about you, Alyssa and Matt? Forgotten Tomb. Does Matt get a vote on this one? Well, it's a good thing the Forgotten Tomb works, because Pharaoh's Tomb wasn't an option. Jess and my wife are over here looking for masks and goofy masks. So that as we go on our walks or head over to the warehouse, we've got enough masks. Well, it sounds like, at this point, Forgotten Tomb is definitely going to lead the way on this one. So we have, let's bring up these themes. We have Forgotten Tomb, fresh off the printer, right here for your viewing pleasure. We have what is now, definitely based on a plurality of votes, Castle Dungeon. we have here hunting grounds, which may be jungle hunting grounds by the time we SEO it, but I love it. We have frozen plains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's hot. So thanks to you, we've been able to name 4. I was going to do like this, but that'd be 8, and that's not how that works. We've named 4 of our new themes. With your help, I've been able to show off the bases, answer some of your questions. Yeah, I really appreciate this time with you guys. An hour and a half with you was very well spent. I really appreciate your time, your attention to the project. I'm glad that we got some new backers out of this. Really appreciate that you're taking a look at what we see and you're excited to back us, support us through this endeavor. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back. It seems like with more themes coming, we're going to have to do another live event. I'm super cool with that. I'd love to do another naming event and reveal. I can't imagine that Eric or Tom are going to oppose that strongly either. So chances are good we're going to do another live event. Certainly, as we get it down into the final hours, I'd love to spend that live with you the whole time as we head into Wednesday and knock it out of the park. It's going to be great. In the meantime, hey, I know a bunch of you have been placing orders with Secret Weapon miniatures as well. Really appreciate it. Again, the warehouse is open for business, but only a little bit. We're getting in there as we can. Just the 4 of us, including Seamus. My 9-year-old son has been in there helping us pack orders every day. Well, not every day, when we can get in. He's fortunately lucky enough to be in distance learning. My wife starts distance learning next week. So we'll be here with you. And yeah, we'll be in the warehouse. Here's Jessa Rich hanging out. Yeah, don't worry, she doesn't travel. She's been sheltering in place with us since this began. The studio is technically her bedroom, at least, you know, once the mattress falls down from the closet over there. So, yeah. It's a strange new world we all live in, right? And hey, Reiko, again, thank you very much. I'm glad we could sell you on some of those Infinity bases. Your comments were a lot of fun. I really appreciated the fun names. Tim, thank you very much. Love you too. I'm glad you like the products. We've been at this for 10 years. So we're going to keep going.
Oh my gosh.
All the tumultuous times in the world right now, Secret Weapon's going to get on the other side of this. And again, I want to thank you one last time for helping to name these 4 products by unanimous consent. Castle Dungeon, Hunting Grounds, Frozen Plains, and Forgotten Tomb, which I'll rotate left one last time. All right, folks. Thanks again. Happy hobbying. Stay safe. Keep apart from each other. Do the best you can. We love you. We appreciate your support. And we'll figure out the next live broadcast for the rest of the theme naming. It's going to be a good time. Thank you again. This has really been great.